good team win. UNC Greensboro played very hard and very well, and it was good for us to have to do some different things that we didn't do in the first two games and extend the lead in the second half. I thought our defense really turned up and played exceptionally well until the last 3 minutes, so very proud of our guys to go through some adversity for the first time this season.
I know Sumed's first game, Matt's still kind of coming back from the injury, but what was it like having your full complement of guys available to you for the first time?
Well, it's nice. We've had a lot of injuries and sicknesses, and then Sumet wasn't eligible. We had a couple guys sick today, but Carrio played, and EJ was sick. But Matt, he had first time he's really played since the first minute of the first game. So it is nice to have. We're very deep. We have a lot of different lineups we can put out there. We can play big and small and in between, and we just have to keep getting better as a group and learning different positions on the floor.
Obviously, like you said, nice to have your close to your full allotment of players, and with Matt and Sumet, you have two bigger bodies above and beyond just having extra guys. What do each of those guys allow you to add or incorporate on both ends of the floor?
Well, Sumet and Matt are both physical players. Sumet's about 7'1", 275, and Matt's about 6'7", 240. So they're very, very strong, physical guys that give us a different dynamic offensively and defensively. And we can post them up, but they can also play in the perimeter. As you saw, Sumet's a very good passer, has very good feet and hands for a guy his size, and then Matt is a very smart player.
I know you always felt confident through Sumet's eligibility process, but how nice is it to just have that out of the way, have him cleared, and be able to move forward from there?
It's great. He's so excited to be here to play college basketball, and this is his first game. A little bit of foul trouble, but he played really well when he was in there, and he's just going to keep getting better. We expect a big week from him in practice, and hopefully we're ready to go against a very good Butler team on Friday.
What did you think of the way he controlled his emotions? Was he nervous before the game or anything like that?
I don't think so. I'm sure he didn't show it. I think all our players get nervous, but for your first college game, I'm sure he had some butterflies. I'm not sure how you say butterfly in Turkish, but he was funny. He was speaking a little Turkish before the game, and I didn't understand what he said, but whatever he does to prepare himself, as long as he's ready to play, we're good.
You talked about your team facing some adversity for the first time this season. What did you learn about your team's mentality when they went through those stretches?
I was really impressed with our guys midway or early in the second half, that 14, 15-minute mark until the 10. We really played defense at a high level. We were playing very hard. We were making the right rotations, the switches. We changed our ball screen coverage up. And so what Greensboro was doing the first half to hurt us, we had made some adjustments, and our players picked it up and played very well.
You mentioned, I think, did you say BJ was under the weather a little bit?
No, A.J. George was sick.
BJ, though, gave you 17 points, and you've always obviously prioritized defense since we've known you anyway. 5 steals on the other end. What did you think of his performance?
Well, it was hard to take him out. Boopy had the 4 fouls, and we knew BJ needed a break, but he didn't come out in the second half until probably 4 or 5 minutes left in the game. And 7 rebounds, 5 steals, not to mention the 17 points. He was terrific.
Could you reflect on Chuck Harris's performance today?
Well, Chuck he played a good floor game. He just missed some open shots. And so he was 0 for 7 from the 3. He's our best shooter, and that happens sometimes. I thought everything else he did well, and had 3 assists, 1 turnover. So he had made a lot of positive contributions, but sometimes you just miss some easy shots.
BJ's he's had 12 steals in the last 3 games. So in practice, does he play like that? Is he always anticipating that steal on defense?
Let's see, what he had 4, 3, and 5. Wow, that's
Yeah.
12, huh? Yeah, it's pretty impressive, averaging 4 steals a game. He gets his hands on a lot of balls. He anticipates well, and he knows where. He's very active, and he has an IQ, and his anticipation is really outstanding.
Boopy Miller's given you at least 20 points in each of the first 3 games. Is this now becoming your expectation every time he takes the floor?
We just want Boopy to play good offense and good defense. How many points he scores, we don't care. We just want to try to – he needs to lead our team. He's a lead guard, and 7 assists were great tonight, and we needed every one. And the plus 14 and the plus minus, we look at that. He was plus 14, and BJ was plus 11 when they were in the game.
you had 4 guys who were at least plus 11. How do you and your staff incorporate that stat into your evaluation of games?
Not everybody can score the ball. You only have one leading scorer on your team. And some guys have strengths where they're gifted offensively, like a Boopy Miller. But other players have to help you win in other ways. And I think this team has that capability. Chuck is a big-time shooter. Kerry Okendo, big-time athlete. And we need everybody to play to their strengths. Johan's been playing great basketball. He didn't score as much tonight, but he had 19 and 10 last game. So everybody has different strengths. And as a coaching staff, we're trying to mesh this group together, have them play with an enthusiasm, knowing that they have really good teammates. And scoring's not everything. They have to help make winning basketball plays. And for the first 3 games, they've done that. And now we go to Butler on Friday, and competition gets a little stiffer on a road game against the Big East team.
How big is that to maybe feel like you had to step up tonight and got to see what the guys did before going on a road trip like this one?
That was a good test for us. Greensboro made us work for everything, and they were very effective in certain things they did, and they're very well coached. So I think they're a good basketball team. I think they won 20 games last year. So this was a challenge for us, and we had to play well to win this game.
And then just how nice to see the guys respond in that way.
Yeah, it was very, very nice.
You know, I feel like we started off rough, but, you know, those type of games, you know, we got to finish strong, you know, just keep locking up on defense, you know, going with the game plan. So I'm happy we came out with the win.
What was rough in the early going for you?
I'd say, you know, we was giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. Our defense, we weren't all the way locked in. We was getting back doors. We was letting some of the shooters shoot. But definitely the second half, we turned it up some more, so that's what gave us the lead.
UNC Greensboro presented, you know, some different defensive looks for you guys, some zones, some man-on-man. How were you guys able to adjust when they would switch between their defensive styles?
You know, just locking into the game plan that our coaches tell us. You know, 12 was a shooter. I felt like we ran him off the line a couple times, but, you know, I feel like just following the game plan from start to finish is going to be the reason we win games on the road, so we have to keep doing that.
DJ, you had 5 steals tonight. You got 12 in 3 games. Where would you say you've taken the biggest step on the defensive end, either in your off-season training or just since you've been working with this coaching staff?
I would honestly say I've always been like a good defender. You know, I like to play defense. It leads to my offense. And I would say just I'm always in the right spot at the right time, you know. I like to gamble a lot, and the coaches get on me about that, but at the same time, they'll encourage me to gamble because I can do that.
What was it like having the big guy in the middle tonight?
It was amazing, man. We're going to keep working on him. He's going to keep getting better day by day and, you know, game by game. You know, just his first game back. I don't know what he had on the stats, but I feel like he played good. And, you know, I feel like he can talk more on defense like that. So, you know, he's coming along. We're going to be a great team with him.
How big is that? How much of his games that you've been able to see in practice translated into the game tonight?
You know, he's a game changer. You know, him being 7 foot, like small guards would be scared to go down there because they're going to get their shot blocked. So, you know, just having him, his presence is a big thing on our team. He's the anchor of the team, so I love having him.
Honestly, I can add on to that. He's a great passer as well. You guys didn't see that tonight that much, but in practice he can catch it on the post, kick out. He got a good hook shot. Like, it's a lot of stuff that he hasn't shown y'all, but it's going to be a good year for him.
It's easy for us to look at Smet because, like you said, he's 7 feet tall, and, but you also got Matt Crossback. What does he add on either the offensive or defensive end for you guys?
You know, Matt Cross, he's a great guy, real strong, you know, and he can shoot it as well. He can really crash the glass. He can space out the floor as well. He's a great player, great guy. Defensively, you know, he's going to box out, get them rebounds. He's like our tough guy, I would say.
Obviously, AJ, coach said he was sick, so he didn't play, so you still haven't necessarily had the full complement of guys. But at least now you kind of got to see a little bit of everybody. How nice is that to kind of see what this roster and what this team can really be with all your pieces together?
You know, it feels good with the guys, you know, coming back. When we get our full team, I think we have a great potential. You know, for me being in the ACC last year, you know, with everybody on the floor, with everybody back, I think we're going to be a great team.
You've scored at least 20 in each of the 3 games. Can we expect that every time out now?
Yeah, for sure. I just felt like I played terrible today. BJ had a great game. But I'm gonna play with confidence each and every game. No matter how many points I score, anything like that. I just want to go out there and get the win for my team.
How big is a game like this, where maybe it was a little bit of a step up in competition, and to kind of see how you guys were able to respond and fare against probably your toughest opponent so far this season?
I'd say it was a very good game for us. They're a good team as well. So we was excited to play, and we just come into every game like the same way. We don't take anybody for granted. Can't ever underestimate an opponent. So definitely we glad we got to play them, and good luck to them the rest of the season as well.
When Samet and Tibet are on the floor together, do they speak to each other in English or Turkish?
Definitely Turkish. Practice, they do Turkish a lot.
Turkish in practice in the locker room.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Is that frustrating for the rest of you guys, knowing that they're chatting and you have no idea what they're talking about?
Not really. It's their connection. Sometimes when they talk to each other like that, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what are y'all saying? Y'all could say it in English, but, that's their vibe,
Do you guys know any Turkish?
Nah, not at all.
Not getting them to teach you some as the season goes along, maybe?
Definitely going to try to.
How big is a game like this before you go first road trip? Obviously a quality, team to kind of take this and build on it.
These type of games are great for us. That team is good. Like them winning their conference, that's going to help us for making the tournament, like those quad one games, stuff like that. So when we go on the road, just going to try to get this win, go back to the game plan and look over what we did wrong and what we did right. So that's going to help us at the end and win games.
Ruby, I know it's your first year here. Was it easy for you to connect with the guys here?
Definitely. I feel like I'm an open dude. A lot of other people on the team are open too, so I feel like I connected with the guys well off the basketball court.